lookout. Undercover house.
I accidentally just locked myself out of my house.
You've been there, right? Locked out on a cold night. So you dial up the first locksmith you can find. And then the drilling, the breaking, the slippery prices.
125.
150. This 65.
You gonna take advantage of a young lady like that?
Ouch. We're on the lookout to tell you what you need to know when you're locked out. And don't adjust your screens, because one wrong TV setting could cost more than you know. It's time to meet our undercover grannies.
I was peeved.
And Juju Chang is looking for answers.
Do you always charge people for repairs that you don't do?
From the TV repairman who paid us a house call. Plus, the great pillow fight. 300, 400, 1,000. What does it all mean? We get between the sheets to unravel the secrets of thread counts. Before you spend anything, we'll do whatever it takes to help you get more out of your money.
Seems like everybody is trying to sell you something these days.
Which is why tonight we're on the lookout for you.
ABC's The Lookout is about to get busy. And how? First up, Undercover House, The Lockout.
Hi there. My name is Lauren. I accidentally just locked myself out of my house.
A woman alone, locked out in the cold. Most would see misery in this scene, but some see a ripe business opportunity.
Thanks for coming.
Like this man, who responded to her call for a locksmith.
Wanted the lock?
Yeah. At least that one is, I believe.
But let's see if he does a better job working on her desperation than her deadbolt.
Yeah.
We got to drill that. Both of them.
You have to what look at them?
Drill.
Oh, drill.
But what he doesn't know is that she is an actress. And she is not alone. In fact, just a few feet away, the garage is crawling with producers and cameramen and a licensed locksmith named Ira, who says guys like this give his business a bad name.
He didn't even ask her for identification that she left there. Number one rule.
There's no way to just like pick it or something like that?
No, not this kind of lock.
Not that kind of lock?
Not that kind of
Is it a difficult?
Yeah.
It's a difficult lock. Okay.
Yeah, see, according to Ira, that's not really true. Because earlier, he installed one of the simplest residential doorknobs on the market.
Get them moving so we can turn it. Now we're in.
That took you literally 3 seconds. A model, he says, is easily pickable by anyone with a little knowledge. Can I try it? And opposable thumbs.
Try not to put too much pressure on the bottom. All right. He's in.
How about that?
That's very good.
Wow, that was cool. Did you get that? It happened so fast. But this guy, Mr. Power Drill, he acts like he's breaking into Fort Knox and starts by attacking the deadbolt, which isn't even locked.
He didn't even attempt to pick the lock. He should have tried to drill the bottom lock first, then check to see if the top was locked. So he's making the job bigger than it is. Amazing. He broke a bed off in the door.
Now, why in the world would he destroy 2 locks with a drill when he could have opened one or both with a pick? Well, when she called...
How much is this going to be?
His company quoted her a price of $50 and up. But in our experiment, it is never the base price. It is always and up.
Yeah, that's gonna be 110 each.
110 each? Okay, so $220 and then the $15 service fee to come out here?
Exactly.
Okay.
But not exactly, because when all is said and done, the price is actually $365, over 7 times more. So, the next night, we invite him back.
Hey, David. Come on in.
Hey, how are you? How you doing? I'm Bill. You're David, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me show you something.
Yeah.
A chance to show him his work on hidden camera and ask for an explanation. We're trying to figure out why an experienced locksmith would drill a deadbolt to start a door open. In his defense, he points out that our actress was vague about whether both the knob and deadbolt were locked.
Go to the beginning, I want to see. Go to the lock?
Yeah. At least that one is, I believe.
Oh, You heard that?
I said
Both of them locked?
Yeah.
Go to the
But even if there was a possibility that they were both locked, why didn't he try to pick before drilling? And why did he start with the deadbolt? Why not start with this one? Drill this one
Because
first.
that's the way that I do it. What do you mean? You want to learn me how to walk?
Well, you would have saved her some money. Remember, our expert says he needlessly destroyed both locks. Any kind of competent locksmith would have been able to pick this one lock and open the door in seconds.
Where are you from?
ABC News.
ABC News?
ABC News.
So you're going to be in the news?
Yeah, you're going to be on TV.
I love you, Mommy.
Mr. Power Drill is just one of the characters we met in our Anatomy of a Lockout. To cast a wide net, we actually set up 2 houses with 2 actresses. Kara will be our damsel in distress in New Jersey, and Lauren will play the role on New York's Long Island.
Sure.
Mike, the chairman of a locksmith industry task force, also joined our team. And to capture the action, we rigged both places with cameras. Cameras in the shrubs, cameras in the car, even cameras peeking through the buttonholes of our actresses' shirts.
When you're making the phone call, repeat the numbers that they're quoting you.
After Ira and Mike install those common basic locks, they explain that a locksmith would quote a price of around $100 to come open a door like this.
No more than 100?
No more than $100.
The big difference there is that most regular locksmiths will generally quote you a solid price, pretty close, and they stick within it.
But well-intentioned locksmiths with upfront pricing struggle to compete with companies that flood the web with dubious promises of service for as low as $15. And when our actresses start calling these listings, we are treated to a parade of frustration.
Man, you happen to have like an old library card or something?
Yes, he actually asked for an old library card to shim open the door, then bangs on the lock for 15 minutes using a so-called bump key before reaching for the drill.
That's why I say use lock picks. Yeah, why?
He only ended up charging her $100, but left her with a broken doorknob. Now, this guy said he was afraid to break his expensive lock pick, so he quickly begins to drill. And this gentleman is the only one who shows enough skill to actually pick the lock. But in each case, before starting the work, they demanded prices that were 2 or 3 or even up to 7 times higher than the starting price their companies provided over the phone. It is a routine familiar to our next insider, a guy we'll call Ben.
And you just have to play with the lock 5 to 10 minutes until the customer is exhausted.
He asked us to disguise him, change his name and voice, because he worked for some of the most notorious locksmith syndicates in America for a short time. And he says that when he learned the tricks of their trade, he quit in disgust. You're frightened of these people.
It's hard for a guy to admit, you know. But yes, I mean, there's a scary side of all to this industry.
Ben explains that many of the guys in this game are recent immigrants recruited from Israel, given minimal training in locksmithing, but a thorough lesson in what they call sales. How did they characterize American customers in general?
Well, Americans are stupid. American people are stupid, naive.
To open this door is going to be $150.
Why is it going to be $150?
So she's thinking $45 is already up to $150. Now, this part is key, no pun intended. Since they demand a higher price before beginning the work, this is not technically a bait and switch. Their defense is that you can always say no, but on a cold, dark night, you are hardly in a position to shop around.
Can you try and pick it? Yeah.
But the lock from today is very security, 6 pins lock.
It's not high security, only has 5 pins.
He doesn't even try to pick it, but at least he doesn't drill, and instead uses an airbag device to force the door away from the jam.
Oh. Scared me.
Since it took just seconds to get her in, maybe he'll give her a break on that $150. But no.
We got quarters and they're much lower.
Okay, let's go. How you doing? doing, man? Hello. I'm Bill Weir with ABC News. What's your name?
What do you mean?
I'm just curious why you thought it would be a good idea to triple bill this young lady after a certain price was...
Excuse me, guys.
Where you going? Let me ask you something. Are you a licensed locksmith? What's the name of your company? Here's one more red flag. Not only is New Jersey one of 15 states that requires locksmith companies to be licensed, you gonna take advantage of a young lady like that? The name of the company must also be displayed on the vehicle. This doesn't look like a work truck. Are you licensed? He disappears. And when we try to track down his company, things really get interesting.
Stay on the lookout as we search for who really sent these locksmiths our way and why the guy in this movie might know something about that.
You could have picked any role in Lobster, but you chose the villain.
I like that one.